Hello people, this is Enyzme145. Today we're going to talk about those Scientology accounts on YouTube which are complete and utter douchebags. Yes, they are. Today we're going to talk about, well, let's see, Spirit75, Enyzme TV, and Oliver Shaper. Well, not him that much since he's, well, pretty much dead in the internet. And, what's that guy's name? Oh yes, Big Lizard, something. I don't care to remember his name. So, okay, let's start with Spirit75. Spirit75 is a supposed 32-year-old woman. Looks more like a man or a zombie in her profile picture. Anyway, apparently according to her, well, she's just a fanatic. Let's get that out of the way. She's a fanatic and also a pre-clear fanatic. Pre-clear. In other words, she has not reached OT level 3 and does not know about Enyzme. So yeah, really she has no right to talk or anything really. But let's just humor her, alright? Okay, so I met Spirit75 on a video in which she had commentated that the video was about anonymous opposing Scientology. It was one of those videos. And so Spirit75 was like, you're just a bunch of religious bigots. So I PM'd Spirit75. And that's where we started our whole discussion. Now, the discussion started off good, but then slowly, Spirit75 couldn't keep up, and then she gave the usual Scientology banter, you know, the whole SP, bigot, oh, you're hurting my religion, something like that, you know. The usual Scientology excuses. So I decided to just tell her that she was being childish, and so she responded by calling me a kid. Okay, see, I may be younger than her, but at least I'm more mature than her. She's more of a kid than I am. But then again, if I'm doing this whole video to get back at Scientologists, I must also be childish, so we're both in the wrong here. But she claims to be taking the high ground when she really isn't. So after that thing, she decided, well, to say something really offensive. And so I decided, well, to bring up something offensive to her. That's just the kind of person I am, emotional, and, well, if you mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you in the same way, except with violence, because that doesn't solve anything, and I'm not gonna be poisoning any cats anytime soon, since they're like cats, and Scientologists shouldn't be allowed near cats, and cat food. Anyway, I talked about how Lisa McPherson, you all know who Lisa McPherson is, like, I hope, since you're on this video, anyway, I talked about how Lisa McPherson tried to commit suicide by walking in front of a car, and I just said how that was eerily similar to how she said her mother had died. Now, as soon as I said that, Spirit75 went ballistic, and she started spewing a whole bunch of insults and just went bat crazy. So I tried to explain to her what I meant, but once again she took it out of proportion, and so she drew more and more insults. And me, being the person I am, said that she looked like a dog, specifically Sam. I'm sorry for insulting you, Sam. Even you are not that ugly. If you don't know who Sam is, that world's ugliest dog. You know, the one that has that weird, looks like a rat mixed with a chihuahua mixed with the hunter from Primeval. That gives you an idea. Sorry, I had to take a sip of, what is this? Sprite. Okay. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yes. So she starts going on and on and on and on and on with her insults and basically just calling bigot. She won't even answer a question. So I said, just to get her attention, do you know O-Shaper and work for him? Now, if you know about the whole scandal with O-Shaper and how Big Lizard works for him, we all know she does. He. Well, can't really tell Big Lizard's gender. The drugs might have rotted all that goes below the belt, if you know what I mean. Anyway, another sip. Anyway, O-Shaper, well, he, I think, owns Peephole TV, or, he's a supplier, or whatever you call it, of it, host, something like that, I don't know. Provider, that's the word. Yeah, O-Shaper is a provider of Peephole TV. Now, I don't mind if you go to the site, but it's pretty hypocritical, since Peephole TV is about, well, homosexual X-rated movies, while Scientology, well, let's just say they're not too chummy with homosexuals. Anyway, after that, Shakespeare, well, let's just say she went even more ballistic. She went, well, let's just say 10 times crazier than she was before. I could imagine her slamming her keyboard in frustration and snorting. I don't know, wait. Well, yes, like a bull. Like that kind of angry. Anyway, so I decided to back off a little bit. But then she decided to press on with the insults. You know, calling me a whole bunch of names, cussing me out. So, well, and also calling me a kid. Even though I'm younger than her, I can tell the difference between a religion and a cult, which she can't. She can't think for herself, so she had to jump on the bandwagon with her family and join Scientology. Does that mean wait, no. I was gonna make a Battlestar Galactica joke, but I would probably ruin it, and it would be offensive to Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica should not be associated with Scientology, because that's just insulting to Battlestar Galactica. Anyway, Shakespeare, well, now she started saying how I was a cruel and evil person, and how I was so suppressive, even though, if you read the recent bulletin, I'm trying to find out if I could get cute anime lover, I forgot her number, not that number, but her YouTube account ends with a bunch of numbers. I think it's 1 something. Anyway, I've been trying to get her back on YouTube, even because she quit because she was unhappy with it. But I really like cute anime lover, and so I've been trying to get her back on YouTube, and I hope she responds to my emails and stuff. And hopefully we can get her back, since she was a pretty cool person. So yeah, apparently I'm an evil person. According to Shay, I'm evil. I'm more evil than Xenu, in her own words. I'm more evil than 4chan. Now think about that, guys. Me compared to 4chan. Let's think about this. 4chan, they'll mess you up. Me, I'll just irritate you at best. 4chan, you don't mess with 4chan.